What's up guys, it's Axel. So you found out that you're eligible to use the VA loan to purchase your first home, which means you don't have to worry about PMI, you have more lenient credit requirements, and the best part about this is that you get to put 0% down when purchasing your home. The problem is no one tells you exactly how this process goes. So I'm gonna show you step by step what the VA loan process is like when purchasing your first home. By the way, for those of you that haven't met me, I am a senior analyst for a certified public accounting firm where I provide my financial expertise to the US government. Enough about me though, let's go ahead and get started. The very first step in this whole process is to decide on a lender. You must find an organization that actually offers the VA loan. Some examples of these organizations are Veterans United, Navy Credit Federal Union, and New American Funding. Now, I've only went through Veterans United before and I can't recommend them enough. But if you wanna try some of the other ones, I can't guarantee you that they won't steal your money, rob you, take all your personal belongings. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Once you decide on a lender, the next step is to get pre-approved. This involves a pre-qualification process. This is when a loan officer is going to assess your financial situation. So they're gonna be looking at your credit eligibility, they're gonna be seeing how much money that you can borrow. And you can begin this process by hopping right on over to the Veterans United website. You can go ahead and click on the check eligibility button where you'll answer a series of questions such as what's your annual income, what type of home are you purchasing, have you ever bought a home before? And once you get settled answering all those questions and provide your contact information, expect a loan officer to contact you and get your account set up, and eventually you'll be brought to a page like this. And on this page is where you upload required documentation such as your DD-214, recent pay stubs, W-2s, and any kind of bank statements. Among the documentation you will be providing, expect for them to run a hard credit inquiry on you, as well as some other paperwork that you must fill out. And eventually, as long as everything checks out, you'll be awarded with a letter like this. This is a pre-approval letter, which is going to contain the amount that you were pre-approved for. With this, real estate agents will now be taking you very seriously as they can see what kind of buying power you have when it comes to purchasing homes. And optionally, you can repeat this pre-approval process with other lenders to see if you qualify for better loans. Now, the next step in the process is to find your real estate agent. Now, you can go on Google and search for a real estate agent. You can have a real estate agent that was recommended to you by your friends or family, or you can also have your lender provide you a real estate agent. I highly recommend this because your lender will provide you a real estate agent who is extremely familiar with the VA loan process. And I'll explain to you why later on in the video why that is so important. So definitely don't skip out on a real estate agent because they come at no cost to the buyer. Once you have selected your real estate agent, the fun part begins, the house hunting process. With the VA loan, you can buy a single family home, a duplex, a triplex, even a quadplex, as long as you live in one of the units. To search for these homes, you can use something such as Zillow, Redfin, but also your real estate agent will be emailing you houses that they recommend based off what you told them you are looking for. Now, when searching for a home, you must keep in mind that the home must pass the VA home appraisal process. Besides determining the value of the house, they will also determine that the property meets the minimum requirements in order to live in the property. So they're going to be looking for things such as, is there adequate living space? Is there safe plumbing? Is there safe electrical? Eventually, you're gonna find a property that you wanna make an offer on. This is where pricing and negotiating strategies come into play. I highly recommend consulting your real estate agent to help you determine what you should be offering in order to obtain the property. Another cool thing that you can do in your offer is roll in the closing costs. You can ask the seller to include the closing costs of the home so that you don't have to pay for it. Now, the closing costs are typically 3 to 5% of the total value of the property. So this could be a huge money saving opportunity. You might have to repeat this process of making an offer multiple times. It's really just a waiting game, waiting to see if the seller is going to agree to the offer that you made. Now, I heard that in the meantime, while you're waiting, that by liking this video and subscribing, it drastically increases your chance of getting your offer accepted. Hey, this hasn't been scientifically proven, but I think I'm onto something here. Eventually, once you find a seller that agrees to your offer, you're gonna be in something known as under contract. In other words, you're gonna be in the underwriting process. Your loan team's gonna send documentation and contracts to the loan processor and underwriters, and essentially they're gonna try to bury you with a ton of paperwork so they can figure out if you can afford these monthly payments. No, they're not really gonna bury you, but you're probably gonna feel buried with the amount of paperwork that you're gonna be signing. On top of this, you're also gonna have to do a home inspection. This is gonna range anywhere from $400 to $600, and you do not want to skip this. You need to do this in order to determine if there's any substantial problems with the house, and if so, you do not want to get involved with the house because it is going to cost you an immense amount of money. You want to check things for, is the roof okay? Is the HVAC system okay? Is the water cooling okay? Is the plumbing, electrical? All of these you want to make sure is good, and if not, you definitely want to negotiate with the seller and see if you can have them fix some of these items for you, and if they decide they don't want to fix it, well, maybe it's better to just walk away from the deal completely. It is in the best interest of the seller to fix whatever items might be wrong with the house in order to pass the VA appraisal process, which by the way, this is where you're going to drop around $400 to $600 in order to get that appraisal complete. And once your financial information has been verified by your loan underwriting team and the home inspection has concluded and any kind of modification that you requested the seller to complete has been completed and the VA appraisal has been done and they determine that the value of the home is being sold at a fair price and that it meets the minimum property requirements, you're now all set due to close. At closing, which by the way, congratulations if you make it to this part. It is an amazing feeling. You will be receiving a disclosure form, which is going to contain loan information and final closing costs. Eventually, you're going to decide on a date as to when you want to close on the house. And then on that day, you're going to do one last final walkthrough of the home, making sure everything is good to go. And then eventually you'll just fill out some more paperwork and then you'll receive the keys and boom, done. You're all squared away. The house is yours. You are now a home owner. Congratulations, easy as that. And that's a wrap. I hope this video made it nice and clear for you what this process entails, and I hope that you feel a lot more confident when purchasing your very first home using the VA loan. Thank you so much for watching, and again, until next time, I'll see you all in the next one.